Callum both introduced themselves to him. Serge told him that they used to be his assistant managers, so Ryoma went on to try and show them how to do their job. First, the customers needed to buy a sack to put their clothes inside of it, and while there were different sizes, they can be reused as many times as they would like. The price they'll charge will depend on the size of the sack, and after accepting their payment, they will hand them a little piece of wood so they can claim their laundry back. After that, they will take the dirty clothes to the area of the cleaner slimes, but the two of them wondered if the cleaner slimes were actually as effective as they were supposed to be. So to show them how good they were, he put a soiled shirt into one of them, and after it was cleaned, the metal slime turned into a rolling pan before the sticky slimes folded it up and placed it away. And because there's no water being used, there would never be a need to buy dryers, so he told them to ask him if they were confused about anything. However, they kept responding with monotone words, so Ryoma wondered if they were sad a little kid was their boss. He went on to show them the break area and the restrooms, along with the dorms where they can sleep, but they just continued responding to him with a single word. By the time he was done, all of his friends had gathered for the party, and the slimes began serving them drinks while Mia stared at the white food and wished she could have something else that was white. Ilaria asked him how he was, so Ryoma told her he was a lot better before seeing her face.
What did he say?
When he tried addressing all of his visitors, he realized that no one used to listen to him in his previous life. But when he began giving his speech, Mia started crying while spamming the meow button. He thanked all of them for helping him get this far, and they all congratulated him on finally opening up his shop. As the slimes were helping the others, Mia was excited to get the white murky liquid soup. The master wondered what this dirty ugly mole-ass old hag was doing here, so she told him to worry about his wife who's sleeping with his soldiers. Poor guy got clapped and begged her to stop roasting his ass, but when his assistant wanted to know the details, the grandma started telling her about how badly he was getting cheated on. But the master begged her to stop embarrassing him. When his assistant was gone, she told him to know his place from now on, because unlike him, Ryoma has a bright future ahead of him for being a good guy, and told the master to watch over him. Both of the attendants realized that he's earned everyone's trust, but their gloomy faces continued as they saw the slimes cleaning all the dishes and eating all the garbage. Ryoma asked Reinhardt if he enjoyed the food, and he told him that it was better than the horrible expensive food he used to eat at noble parties. When everyone was done eating, Ilaria came around to give them dessert, and after a few hours, everyone was gone while Callum and Carla cleaned up the place. He wondered if they would want to keep working with him starting tomorrow, so they decided to tell him the truth. At first, they were worried about a kid running a business using slimes, but after seeing how he brought happiness to everyone around him, they were sure that they could believe in him and wanted to stay and help him grow. However, they told him that they needed to remain professional, as the nobles like to spread their mouths wider than Elise spreads her leg. In the morning of the next day, Ryoma wondered if he was actually going to get customers on his first day, and his two assistants came with a cheerful look this time around. Before long, the shop was finally open, so Ryoma was off to tell the Adventurers Guild. When they got to the corner, Ilaria told him that she'll be leaving with Hughes, and smiled at him before going away. At the Adventurers Guild, all of the soldiers knew that he was opening his shop today, but when he wondered how they found out, he saw a sign that was posted to advertise his grand opening, and all the adventurers told him that they'll be visiting him after work. Seeing that the guild was helping him, he decided to try and help them as well, so he took the quest for gathering the herbs. Marlene wondered if he was sure about adventuring when he might be getting a lot of customers today, but he was sure his business was going to be a bigger bust than Elise's massive tip. After a few hours of clearing the caves and gathering the herbs, he went to get his pay from the guild, but saw a giant line waiting outside of his shop. He realized that he needed to help, so he teleported behind the stand. His assistants told him that everyone had gathered on the